Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Music and Beyond. I'm Ernie Crazy Eyes from Primitive Minds. Tonight, I have you guys an awesome band from Minneapolis, Sleep Signals. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. Thanks for having us.
Definitely enjoying the heat here in Dallas.
Yeah, I know. Same here. And I mean, I'm from Texas, so it's always fucking hot here. But first of all, I'm really intrigued with band names and stuff.
Sure.
So, when I saw the name Sleep Signals, I asked myself, how did that come about?
Yeah, sure. So everybody in the band is pretty interested in like sleep phenomena stuff, like lucid dreaming, sleep paralysis, stuff like that. And it was a name that just kind of popped up when we were trying to come up with the name originally. And it lends itself really well to our style of music. We're really into creating like a dreamscape with our different tracks on our albums. And we want it to be kind of an experience, like a dream world, dreamscape kind of thing. So it just lends itself really well to the kind of music that we play.
That's awesome. I like listening to your music. I kind of, felt a little bit different from listening to your music than listening to a band like Hell Yeah, of course, because, Hell Yeah's music style is kind of like, let's get fucked up,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's worked really well on this tour, though. We've had a really good response from the Hell Yeah, fans and the Non-Point fans. It's been really good, man. It's a good mix of music for sure.
Yeah, totally. And what inspired you guys to pick up the instrument or the mic or what how did, and I may be answered, I asked this question already, but what inspired you guys to come up with the band?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, so I've been doing music since I was a kid. I actually started off when I was like about 5-6 years old in musicals, and I've just been a fan of music, since I was a little kid, since I can remember, and was in band and choir and all that stuff as a kid, and started playing guitar when I was about 12, and I never looked back from then. And Cody, you can speak to your.
Oh yeah. Well, it's kind of the same thing. I was born in kind of a musical family. My Uncle Joe was kind of the like main musician of the family. I mean, he was such a phenomenal guitar player, and he would play like Neil Young songs and a lot of different classic rock. And unfortunately, he passed when I was younger. So, my dad built me my first guitar, and I kind of took up the torch in my Uncle Joe's name. So, just been playing ever since then.
Oh yeah, that's freaking amazing, And I've heard all of y'all's music. Like, I think there was an EP that dropped in 2014 or 2015, right?
Well, we had a full length in 2015.
Oh, 2015.
An EP in 2016 and another EP in 2017.
Is there any music in the works, and when can we hear it?
Yeah, we're in the studio right now, actually. We took a little break to do this tour, but we're hoping to finish it up as soon as we get back home. This is the last day of the tour. So we're going to go home, spend some time with family, and we're going to get back in the studio, try to get the rest of the record finished up. And we should have a release later this year, hopefully.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we've been working with a producer in Minneapolis named Ian Combs. He's been able to kind of channel our energy, and we're very excited about what we've been able to come up with so far. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't wait, because I heard Jaw's music. I've been listening to it ever since I discovered you guys were on the Hell Yeah tour.
Yeah, man.
So that's why when I heard your music, and I was kind of, I need to reach out to these guys for
definitely, man.
For an interview, or like they're interviews, but I call them conversations, because that's literally what we're doing. So
yeah, sure.
And I feel like it makes the bands more comfortable when it's a conversation rather than, like interview or.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
And this is a pretty big tour for you guys. How was, finding out that you guys were going to be on tour with with Hell Yeah, you know, what was the response? And I think you already said that the fans have loved you guys and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it was really cool for us. It's a little bit different than the last couple tours that we did. The last one we were on was Attila, Escape the Fate, and All That Remains. And the one prior to that was Atreyu, Memphis Mayfire, and Ice Nine Kills. So it's a little bit different, more the active rock versus the metalcore kind of crowd.
Yeah.
So it's been a little bit different for us, but it's been a really good experience. Everybody in the Hell Yeah camp and the Non-Point camp are really cool people. Treated us, really well. Brought us in, right off the bat, with open arms. Everybody's been really cool. So it's been a really good experience for us, and we're really appreciative to those bands for taking us out on the road.
That's awesome. And when I go to a show, I usually I go for the main act, of course, but for some reason it's always that first band that oh my god, they were fucking amazing.
Yeah, man, I think a lot of times the opening act can surprise you just because you're not aware who they are. We're an independent band. That means we don't have a label. So we don't get a ton of press or anything like that. So a lot of times at these shows, there are a lot of people that haven't seen us before. Maybe they've seen us on 1 or 2 tours before, but it's cool to be able to come in and kind of surprise people every night. And it's definitely it definitely adds kind of a fun factor to it. So.
Hell yeah. And I know maybe it hasn't happened yet because the show hasn't started yet, and we have maybe like an hour, or I don't know what time it starts, but what's the pre-show ritual for you guys?
I mean, we just we warm up like any normal band would, and I guess we've got our little have a nice time fist bump.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of become a thing. You'd have to be there, I guess, for it to make any sense. But I mean, we just warm up, man. Psych ourselves up, get pumped up for the show, get ready to go out and have a good time.
Yeah, and of course I've already said that this is a pretty huge tour for you guys, but if you could tour with anybody that's touring right now, who would it be? And
I guess mine would be a band called the Wilhelm Scream. It's like my favorite band. It has been for years and years, and they're a little bit more on the punky side of things, so I don't know that it'll ever work out, but if they're listening, that would be a dream tour for me for sure. Cody?
Yeah, I've actually been saying this for a little while, and I think it would be really cool. It'd be a really good fit if we were able to jump on a tour with Seven Dust, because
nice.
Those guys are a huge inspiration to me, and they're like just some of the most down to earth guys. And I think we would mesh really well, and I think it would be a pretty good tour. So, yeah, that's my pick right there.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I need to check out the band that you were saying because I actually never heard of it. But
do it, man. They're good.
Definitely.
I'm always into Sleep Signals. I never heard of them, but let's check to see how this is gonna be.
For sure, man.
I always give the smaller bands a chance.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate it.
I noticed like in your lyrics, there's a lot of this is the way that I saw it. Deep lyrics. Sure. What's the writing process in that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been asked about our lyrics a lot. There's no a lot of people actually ask us if there's like a spiritual reason or something behind a lot of our lyrics. There isn't. We're not a religious band at all. We just try to keep a positive spin on our lyrics. We're a band about positivity. Just about, and I mean, we've got some songs about having a good time and that kind of thing too, but, a couple party songs, that kind of thing. But for us, really, we just want to, produce a positive message to people. That's really important to us and always has been.
Yeah. And when writing a song, what usually comes first, the music or the lyrics?
It can vary, man. I mean, sometimes it'll be just a really good guitar riff, and we're like, hey, that's a good riff. We should write around that. Sometimes it's a hook. I think frequently we get a lot of hooks. It sounds really silly, but I'll come up with a lot of hooks in the shower, and kind of get out of the shower and record it real quick on a phone or something like that. And then we'll take it and we'll kind of try to work off it. But I mean, it can vary, man. And sometimes it's the music first, sometimes it's the lyrics first, sometimes it's the vocal melody and the hook first. You know, it just varies.
Yeah. And what are your plans after the tour? Besides, I mean, I know you told us that you guys are going to be recording.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to try to finish up the album, and then the plan is to try to get back out on the road and support that new album. So hopefully we'll have that album out sometime later this year, and then we'll be back out on the road supporting it as soon as we're done.
Go down there to like the Corpus, Lower Valley, Texas area, because
we'll see where it takes us, man. You know, these last few tours where we're supporting artists, you know, we don't really have a whole lot to say where we go. We just kind of go wherever they're going. But I mean, we've definitely been down to Corpus. And
oh, really?
We've been down to Brownsville and Harlingen.
Oh, you've been.
So yeah,
that's that's my area right there, Harlingen and Brownsville.
Yeah, and McAllen, we've been through there. So I mean, we've been down there before. So we definitely like to get back down there again sometime soon.
Man, I need to start paying attention to what happens down there. Message to the fans. What would you like the fans to know about you guys?
Biggest thing for our fans is just, you know, we're really approachable guys, and we like to meet everybody at a show. So if you come out to see us live, you know, come up to our merch table, come talk to us, come hang out with us, take a picture with us. We just want to get to know everybody. And, you know, it's really important for us. We're an independent band, and we don't have a label that's telling us, hey, you got to charge for a VIP meet and greet kind of thing. So we just like to, you know, hang out, meet everybody, have a good time, and, you know, make friends, make fans, you know. So that's what we're all about. That's
great. And this is the last question, but this is more like a fun question. If you were stuck in an elevator with the musician, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you talk about?
Cody?
I've actually... Somebody's asked me this before, and I had a really good answer, but I completely forgot about it. So what I'm going to say is that I think it would be really interesting if I got stuck in an elevator with Robb Flynn. I would say Robb Flynn from Machine Head, and just kind of pick his brain about a lot of different things that, you know, he kind of takes as inspiration for his music and stuff like that. I mean, I've jammed out to a lot of Machine Head, and I've just been kind of intrigued by kind of the thought process that goes into the lyrics and the riffs and everything. So that would be my vote.
Robb Flynn, yeah. Let's do that. That's the one.
Yeah, he's the man.
That's great. And of course, last but not least, where can we find you guys?
We're everywhere, man. We're on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, all that stuff. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We've got a few music videos up. And then, track us on Bands in Town. Come out and see us at a show. That's the best way to get familiar with our music is come out and see us and come up and talk to us and get to know us. So.
Hell yeah. And I can't wait to see you guys perform tonight and kill it. I have a friend that went to you guys' show last night in Houston, and she was telling me that you guys killed it. And
awesome.
Of course, you said it was a little bit different from her sound too, because, you know, we're so used to just listening to the hard-hitting, you know, bands and stuff. But like, we like, you know, when bands challenge us, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's a good mindset to have.
Hopefully we'll challenge you.
Yeah. I mean, listening to your music on Apple Music just literally like brain fucked me, if I may say, or mind fucked, you know.
Yeah.
But hey everybody, this is Ernie Crazy Eyes from Music and Beyond and Primitive Minds. This right here is fucking Sleep Signals. They're about to kill the stage here in Dallas, Texas. Remember everybody that without music, life would be a mistake.